Hello cruisers, Trent here, and today I welcome you to Cruise Along with me. We're back with another bi-weekly weight loss update, but first, let me tell you about a hike I went on today. It was pretty great. Okay cruisers, as I was walking up to this hike, I did not know what I was getting myself into. It was a huge hill just to get up this thing, and the hill kept on going and going. But I was welcomed to this beautiful view when I finally reached the top, cruise-tastic. But then the true hike began. They had lots of forks in the road that led to many cruise-tastic views. Look at that lake. Isn't that a beautiful lake? That is an Alaskan lake right there, and that Alaskan lake is sexy. But then it just kept going with more forks in the road, cruisers. More forks in the road left more views. And there's more spots where you can just look at the lake. And it was still very, very beautiful from all angles. It was still a very, very beautiful lake, but mushrooms, cruisers. Mushrooms. Wow. And then we just kept going, and it started getting harder. The path started getting a little bit more steep. But we had another lake, so here we are. This one had a nice little bench, so I sat at that bench and looked at the lake and said, Trent, why are you so cruise-tastic? And that's something I couldn't come up with an answer. So comment below about why. And comment below if I should make a video about this whole hike. But we continued walking. This path was a little bit better, not as steep. I thought it was going to be getting easier. I did not think we had much of this hike left. But cruisers, I was wrong. This was a long hike with some crazy, crazy stuff. And I just kept on going, cruisers. And there's more beautiful scenery. This whole hike was just lovely. If you don't know, Alaska Ketchikan area is a rainforest, just like Hawaii. And lake. Yeah, enjoy this final lake shot, cruisers. Wow, is that not the most beautiful lake ever? And then we really got into the rainforest and really started the hard part of the hike. It started getting really wet. We started seeing all these little waterfalls that we had to go up. And we were just walking. We'd see all these creeks just everywhere. There weren't many bugs, though. I thought there'd be more mosquitoes. That wouldn't have been great, but, we survived. And it just kept on going. I thought it was going to end any time, but it just kept going on for hours. But I kept on seeing just this beautiful, beautiful scenery that kept me motivated to continue. And continued I did, cruisers. Continued I did. And then there was this weird little path, and that seemed promising. I thought we were coming to the end. But cruisers, we were not. There was still a lot more walking to do in a really muddy path. My feet were wet. But finally, I got to this amazing cruise-tastic waterfall, made the whole trip worth it, and I really thought that this waterfall was the end to this hike, cruisers. But from my understanding, it goes up very, very high. I wasn't even halfway done. I walked about 5-6 miles in all for this hike round trip, and it was difficult. It was a long time, but cruisers were being healthy, and this is the kind of things I'm doing on my days off. Cruisers. See, cruisers, that's a pretty cruise-tastic hike, isn't it? I mean, wow. I mean, it was difficult. That was I think I've walked like 7 or 8 miles today. So it was a tiring day, but, being healthy, but I'm excited to get on that scale and see what I weigh. Last week, I think we weighed around 208. My goal is to be below 205, but I think I'm being a little too high hoped with that. But cruisers, we'll see. Let's head to that scale. Okay, cruisers, it's time to step on this scale. 204. Do you see that, cruisers? That is cruise-tastic right there. Cruisers, you saw that. I dropped another 4 pounds, so, that is pretty cruise-tastic. But I want you to take a look at something, cruisers. This is my shirt that I wore when I worked for NCL as the shore excursion manager. It used to be pretty tight on me, and now this is pretty loose. So, I'm seeing a difference, cruisers. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed that story about the hike. Because, that hike was great. But remember, let me comment down below if you want to see a full video on that hike, because I'll do it, cruisers. I'll do it. But again, if you want to help me out, drop a like, give me a comment, and subscribe. And cruisers, I will cruise with you next time. See you later, cruisers.
Please subscribe to my channel. It will make me feel really